Shalom. Giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which rule well. Peace and much love, honors, and blessings, salutations to the elect of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, which hold their conduct, composure, and integrity. Hey, man, I'm always holding a fist when I do the salute, man, to give encouragement, man. All right, but hey, peace and salutations, honors, and blessings to the hopeful elect, the 144,001/3 that do believe on Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, striving for salvation, ultimately seeking redemption to be forgiven by our powers. All right, we messed up, but in this life, where it all matters, we strive for the better, to better ourselves and to live properly, correctly, appropriately. All right, like the scriptures say that we use abstinence in this time, because we do our best. It's a struggle and a fight, man, but we do our best to refrain, from our indulgences in this world. All right, America, which is Babylon through the scriptures. All right, which Babylon means confusion. All right, the city of confusion, and at that, the scriptures identify America as that great city Babylon. So it's great confusion. All right, even one of my favorite little gems to bring out is the nickname that Babylon was given in its ancient time, which is applied to now, but it was called Maratayam, which means double bitterness and double rebellion. So great, a great amount. But yeah, man, the elect, which is the 140, well, the elect of the elect. All right, the scriptures say that the elect of the elect, because if you don't know, the Lord, when he talks about trying and refining those that he's going to save in this last time, through the destruction that's coming, it says that he's going to refine and bring a third part through that has been tried and refined. But there's an elect of that group, all right, of the remnant, which the word remnant means survivors. We understand the Lord's going to have to basically, layman's terms, upgrade us, all right, to make it through what's coming, because the wrath of the Lord is going to be terrible. All right, it's going to be chaotic. Okay, it's going to be a lot to handle. In fact, so much that if you aren't protected in that time by this power that is bringing this destruction, which their names are Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Okay, Yahweh being the Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. All right, and Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. But these powers, man, are bringing a destruction, all right, to this place. And they're so powerful that their destruction can, I'll say accidentally hurt you, kill you. And I say accidentally because that's just how powerful they are. If they were not to protect, all right, it would consume you, man. That's why the scriptures say that the Lord is a consuming fire. So he has to have chosen you and ordained you to make it out in this time. All right, that's why, again, being part of the remnant, a survivor. Okay, now I said all these things, culminated, into a little topic, but the premise of this lesson is that spiritual power is coming. And what I'm actually talking about, I tried to do this lesson last night, but where I was traveling, it was really bad service. Well, what I'm talking about is the, the reality of a human being possessing, supernatural and superhuman strength, if you will. All right, the time where nothing's going to hurt you, okay? Where you're going to be able to do things that, boy, man, when you say it today, man, you sound crazy. And I'm talking about teleporting, all right? When you look at the scriptures, okay, teleportation is real, okay? And if you don't believe me, all right, I'm gonna get a precept real quick about the account with it's like you got this guy right in front of me. This precept in Luke 24. Okay, I didn't even think about pulling this precept out, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I wasn't even planning on, going into teleportation that much. But when you say these certain things, teleportation, having, the ability to control and manipulate the elements to your will, to use them. Okay. You know, these things are going to happen, man. And we're getting into the times, you know, where it's going to have to be shown as well, because, hold on, I can't find the precept. Luke 24. Yeah, Luke 24. Luke 24, right? Hold on. Because the times are coming, you know, we understand that there's a time of trouble on its way. All right, and that's talking about, you know, Jacob's trouble. All right, where the so-called white man, which is the devil, which is an important figure to speak on in this time. All right, because he's hiding, you know, what's really coming, and he knows that if you don't get that understanding, you can be destroyed for it. But he's bringing a rage, all right, that is going to roll over on the planet, man. That's going to roll over mainly in America, all right, to try to get to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, all right. He's in, you know, the scriptures say in 2 Ezra 16, he's going to be destroying those that fear the Lord, or, you know, attempting to. So this man's going to have open game on the elect, you know, because that's who he's going for, all right. But we know the earth is going to help, all right. The Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua ultimately are going to be the ones to protect us, and they're going to, you know, endue us with the ability to not die when shot at, try to, you know, stabbed, you know, or to be apprehended, or if we are apprehended, we could break and bust out. Okay, that time is coming, but I'm not even, you know, that's the tip of the iceberg. Okay, like I said, teleportation, man. You know, being able to go from one location to another at the speed of light, being able to fly, being able to jump, you know, 1,000 feet, you know, 1,001 feet, you know. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Let me see. It said Luke 24 and 29, because this was the account. You had these two men that were walking with each other, and they said that a man appeared with them, right? Let me see if I can find it. I'll just start at Luke 24 and 28. It says, and they drew nigh unto the village whither they went. And he made as though he would have gone further, but they constrained him, saying, abide with us, for it is toward evening, and the day is far spent. And he went in to tarry with them. This is talking about Yahushua, all right? After he resurrected, all right, he, you know, the scriptures talk about him doing many other works, all right? And actually, the scriptures also tell you that who the world called Jesus Christ, he didn't just die, resurrect in 3 days, and then go ascend up back to the heavens. It says that he was here a long season. I believe he was here for 40 days. Okay, he resurrected after the third day, and he was here for 40 days. So imagine the miracles and things he was doing. All right. But it said, and it came to pass as he sat at meat with them, he took bread and blessed it and brake and gave to them. And their eyes were open, and they knew him. So these two men, because I believe Yahushua at this time had, you know, altered his features, so to speak, on his face. He was able to, you know, conceal his look. You know, his face. Goddamn, it's like it, man. You know, he did this many times whenever he was among the scribes and Pharisees. At certain times when they tried to apprehend him, you know, it said that he was able to move through the crowd, because he knew how to move, man. He had spiritual power, man. He could read the minds. He could see things before they were going to happen. All right. And he exhibited these things to escape. All right. And that also right there in itself shows you that we're going to have the power to escape. You know, if the Lord give us spiritual power, we're going to use it to flee. We're going to use it to escape these situations. You know, I always like to use the example, you know, you got an Edomite little band, a band of Edomites, you know, with their military tanks and their guns. You know, what do you think you're going to use that spiritual power for, man? Spiritual power for. Because when it talks about in, I'll read that one in a second. I want to save that one. You know, David said that a bow of steel. Let me see. In Psalms 18:34, he said, he teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms. That's given by the spiritual power, though. We also know David did have, you know, in a sense, you know, he had the angels working with them, I mean, I dare say it was spiritual power, because when he fought Goliath, you know, it talks about how, you know, basically that angel wound his arm up, man, you know, and he was able to sink that stone into, you know, the dome of Goliath, man. I mean, if you throw a stone, if someone threw a stone at me today, it would hurt, you know, but it's not gonna, you know, the scriptures, you know, described it as like an insane throw, like holy shit, like this stone sank into this giant's head. You know, a rock don't do that, man. A rock can make a gouge, you know, or it'll knock me out and it'll just fall down and it'll make a crack, you know. But this thing sank into the cranium of Goliath, man, because the Lord, there's something called spiritual power. All right, now I don't want to go too far left. I want to keep this in perspective today, because what I want to emphasize, you know, Apostle Gabar did a lesson either yesterday or the day before. Salakia, I watched it last night, but he did that lesson about how they fell backwards. The account when the 300, I think he said it was like between 300 and 600 soldiers and men that came to apprehend Yahushai, all right, at Golgotha, I believe. And, you know, it was said, you can read the account, man. You can go in the scriptures and read it, just like Apostle Gabar read it. When you go into the account of Yahushua, you know, being arrested by these chiefs, you know, these priests and scribes and Pharisees, it said that when they had approached him, they asked who he was. And when he said, you know, they said, "Are thou Yahushua?" He said, "I am." It said that that the whole company fell backward. And Apostle Gabar clarified in detail and described exactly, like, you can shoot a person today with a gun, and you're not even guaranteed to kill him, you know. You know, and your ass, unless you have a spiritual, you know, unless the Lord is backing your spirit, you're not going to be able to take on 300, 600 men by yourself. But it said that when Yahushua said again, when he answered that it was him, because he knew the thoughts, he knew that they were trying to apprehend everybody, that these men and these soldiers were trying to take all the apostles and Yahushua, that when Yahushua said, you know, "I am he," it said that they were all knocked back. They all fell backward. They all fell to the ground. Yeah, so they didn't, stagger and, what was that? They fell to the ground. All these men. That's spiritual power. You know, and whether it was Yahweh that did it for him, or it was Yahushua himself that did it, that power was given, you know, to an entrusted, you know, well, Yahushua is, you know, is a savior and he's our Lord, you know, but it was given to a chosen. Yahushua is chosen. All right, he was the firstborn, the first spirit ever created, chosen to be that. He was chosen to be that. But with the chosen men, the elect, okay, which the 144,000, I believe, are the only ones that are going to get that spiritual power. You know, I mean, you know, there's been a count that, you know, if you have, you know, like 1/3 with you, like they could, you know, they could possibly have it as well, you know, but to protect, you know, to escape situations, you know, to hold down your company that you have, because we know that the elect, they're going to be, you know, the elect, they're going to be, you know, basically helping the Lord bring in the 1/3, because especially with the women, you know, the scriptures talk about 7 men cleaving to 1 man. Why do you think that's said? Because that 1 man is going to be able to protect all those women, okay, because he has spiritual empowerment, because the Lord is dealing with them. All right. And so, you know, I made the statement yesterday, you know, that America, you know, being an American, man, you can't imagine. Yeah, you can somewhat fantasize and everything. I can imagine jumping into the air and all that, but like, man, it's so limited to really, you know, feel it. All right, we only have faith in this time that the things that we read in the scriptures are going to manifest and be given to us. But, you know, to really understand and really, you know, be able to feel it, you know, that is yet to come. You know, because today, man, you're gonna, if you try to go to war with Esau, man, you're gonna lose. You're not gonna have spiritual power. There's a time where the Lord's gonna lift up a standard. All right, we know that the Lord's gonna lift up a standard for us. Okay, and it's gonna be with the awakening of the spiritual power. I'll say, I'm using terrible words right now, man. So Salakia, Because it's not like we're just like it's dormant. You know, that's a doctrine of the church, man. I'm saying that, you know, when the Lord's going to activate, there you go, when the Lord activates the spiritual power for us, all right? You know, when Jacob's trouble is here, okay? And when martial law is being implemented, when the chip is being pushed, when Esau is, you know, has these troops coming throughout America, man, that's when you're going to be having the spiritual power. And we don't know when exactly it's going to happen, man. It could happen from the beginning in it, you know, but we know it's going to be given to us because we're going to need protection, all right? Because Esau is going to be like a madman sparing none. He ain't going to care who you are, man. So he's going to be shooting up the block, you know? He's going to be shooting up the city, okay? There's going to be wars. There's going to be many wars in the city, okay? And you're damn for sure are going to need protection from that, man. You're going to be having stray bullets flying everywhere. So the Lord's going to have to make your body, you know, like I said right here, Psalms 18 and 34. It says, he teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms. You know, like you seen in the book of, the movie, The Book of Eli. You know, that one scene when he was trying to leave the city and he wanted to take his Bible. And, you know, dude told him to shoot Denzel Washington. Shot him, the bullet bounced off. All right? It's going to be like that. But again, far more spectacular things. You know, we talk about, you know, energy blasts and, you know, the movie, what's that movie? Man of Steel. You know, with the new Superman, the newer versions of Superman. You know, the way that they were fighting and how they were moving. You know, we're gonna have untapped ability, man, when this comes to pass. You're gonna be able to move. You know, the scriptures say that the righteous shall shine and run to and fro like the sparks. Okay, let me go to get that. Okay? Hold on. Wisdom of Solomon 3 in verse, let me see. You know, I'll start at verse 1. Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 1 says, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High. See, we're protected. And there shall no torment touch them. Especially when you have that spiritual power. You ain't gonna be able to, you ain't gonna be able to die. All right? You're not gonna, you know, a tank bullet being shot at you is not going to hurt you. It's going to shatter against your body. Okay? You know, imagine these movies where you got these metahumans. All right? They call them, you know, in the movies, metahumans. They can move at insane speeds. Or, you know, regular, you know, what was that movie? Shazam. You know, dude said, only magic can destroy us. But he was just referring to that things of the earth, they have no effect. This is spiritual power. This is something far more different. Okay? This is technology, knowledge. This is knowledge out of your understanding. Okay? It says, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die. And the departure is taken from misery. You know, the world doesn't actually believe that the things that we believe in and speak about through the scriptures are really going to happen. They think we're, like I said, they think we're crazy for thinking we're going to be able to teleport and fly and, you know, have the strength to lift up a building, you know, to swing around a tank like a baseball bat. You know, the world, again, because America limits your mind, man. And really because Esau can't do it, man. He's brainwashed you to make that seem like that's far-fetched. It's not. All right? It's really not. Okay? You know, there was accounts. Hey, look at the account of King Masha. All right, if you know the story about, you know what happened with him between the exchange of the, you know, that account. I'll just say I won't go into it. You know, but Apostle Gabar explained what it was like for him. He said that King Masha explained what his forearms felt like, you know, when these things were happening to him. All right, but to think that, you know, this ain't a plausible thing, you're dead wrong. You're dead fucking wrong, man. Many times in the scriptures, did Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, did he show spiritual power. Not even with just actual like force and, you know, healing, but like, man, he used the elements the way that they were supposed to be used. Okay? That's spiritual power. All right? And you know, before I continue, because I really wanted to bring the scripture out again, in Luke 24 and 31, it says, and their eyes were open, going back to those two men that had Yahushua, you know, stay with them for the night. Okay, it said that, and it came to pass as he sat at meat with them, he took bread and blessed it and brake and gave to them. And their eyes were opened and they knew him and he vanished out of their sight. So what, you think he just ran as quickly as possible? No, man, they would have heard it. They would have heard the door. He teleported, man. He vanished. And then you find out, I think he went back into, what was it, Galilee? Hold on, let me get it. Hold on. Hold on. John 20. Let's see. Let's see. Salaka, man. I wasn't even planning on getting these certain precepts, so just bear with me. Let's see. There we go. 24:37. Okay, yeah, it's the same chapter. Okay, my bad. So back in Luke 24 and 31, it says, and their eyes were open and they knew him and he vanished out of their sight. And they said one to another, did not our heart burn within us while he talked with us by the way and while he opened to us the scriptures? And they rose up the same hour and returned to Jerusalem and found the 11 gathered together and them that were with them, saying, the Lord is risen indeed and hath appeared to Simon. And they told what things were done in the way and how he was known of them in breaking of bread. And as they thus spake, okay, so these, you know, so these two men, you know, were talking to the 11, right? Because you remember Judas. You know, he hung himself for betraying Yahushua, right? So the 11 is talking about who? The apostles. So these two men went back and they found the apostles in Jerusalem. I don't know why I said Galilee or whatever I said, but it said that they rose up in the same hour. So Yahushua had vanished. Within that same hour, they went back to Jerusalem and they found the 11 to gather together and them that were with them. So they're looking around, okay, and they're saying the Lord is risen indeed and hath appeared to Simon. And they told what things were done in the way and how he was known of them in breaking of bread. And as they thus spake, all right, Yahushua stood in the midst of them. So imagine a little huddle, all right? Imagine a little huddle is going on. And as they're speaking, bam, this person appears. Come on, man. What do you think that is? It said, let's see, and thus spake, and as they thus spake, Yahushua himself stood in the midst of them and said unto them, peace be unto you. He's trying to be like, hey, chill, calm down, it's me. It says, but they were terrified and affrighted and supposed that they had seen a spirit. So because, you know, not that it was unheard of or unseen or ever, you know, doubted, but, you know, it'd been a minute since a work like this had been performed, especially, you know, a man just teleporting right in front of your face, right in front of your face. So, you know, they were afraid. Oh shit, where the fuck did he, you know? It said, and he said unto them, why are you troubled? And why do thoughts arise in your hearts? So it said, behold my hands and my feet, that it is I myself. Handle me and see, for a spirit have not flesh and bones as ye see me have. Which I seen a brother's precept here a minute ago. All right. And by the way, Shalom, Yahweh Bashem Yashab Brakathum, America's stolen land. 1 Corinthians 15:40, it says, there are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial. But the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. And ultimately, that's the type of body we're gonna have in the kingdom. All right, we're gonna have celestial bodies. All right, they're not gonna be able to be corrupted. They're gonna be immortal. Perfect bodies, man. They're gonna be angelic bodies. All right, that's what I was gonna say. Angelic bodies. Okay, because we also tell you that, how it said in Acts, the same Yahweh Shai that you see ascending up, you should also see coming back down. But when he comes back, it says that he's gonna come. It said that he's not gonna meet thee as a man, because he's gonna come back as a celestial angelic being. All right, two totally different bodies, man. The scriptures talk about how the flesh that we live in right now, the scriptures say that not all things can be in man, for he is mortal. We live in terrestrial bodies, man. Degraded, and they can decompose, they can die. But a celestial body cannot die. Okay? Now with the spiritual power, we're not gonna have celestial bodies when we have the spiritual power, man. The spiritual power is gonna be for us to, get out of these situations. All right? To be able to live a little bit longer. All right? Because we're gonna need to be protected through what's coming. All right, savage behavior, man. Reckless, burning wrath behavior, man, from the devil. All right, you're gonna be having during Jacob's trouble, man. Everybody against each other, not just Esau versus Jacob. It's gonna be Jake versus Jake. Jake trying to eat other Jakes. Jake's trying to eat Edomites. Elamites. Chinese, you're gonna have mingled heathen in this time, around here. Everybody's gonna be against everybody, man. And so you're gonna need to protect yourself. All right. But we put our full trust. We already know this, man. This is a given. We believe fully that Yahweh Shai is gonna be the one to protect us. And when he gives us that spiritual power, you better believe it. We're gonna believe. We definitely gonna be believing and giving the extolment to. I like to envision at times, like an Edomite trying to break a machete over my arm or something to chop my arm off, and it's gonna break, and I'm gonna look and I'm gonna yell up to the heavens like, "Call hello, Yahweh Bashem Yashai." Then I'm gonna get to work. These are things, man. Like again, like it ain't nothing wrong about it, man. The scriptures talk about meditating terrors. You can only do so much in this body, okay? And again, the scriptures talk about the enemy, coming in like a flood. You're gonna have to deal with small coops and everything. Small bands of soldiers, and they all armed to the teeth. They got grenades. They could have a bazooka. They could have a rocket launcher or whatever. And they're damn for sure they're gonna have the ARs, and they're gonna have Kevlar on and everything. Bulletproof masks. I mean, you can punch a guy, but I don't know how much damage it'll do through a mask. But they're ready. So what about you? Your spiritual, we already know that our spiritual armor, or our armor, is spiritual. Going back to Ephesians, the 6th chapter, okay? Because we ultimately trust that, man, certain works are going to be performed in that time that is going to make us, that's going to make it undeniable that, yeah, there's something else to us, man. There's, something is with us. But let me see. Going back to Wisdom of Solomon 3:2, it says, "In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery." Because you got Esau thinking that it's a sure victory over the children of Israel in this time. He doesn't account for that spiritual power, man. All right? That's why their departure is taken for misery. He thinks he's just going to wipe us out, clean. But they're wrong. It says, "And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace," because we have hope that the Lord is going to give us give us the privilege of using his power. All right, the power that was shown with Yahweh Shai against the band of those soldiers and scribes and Pharisees and chief priests. All right, when the multitude was knocked back, all right, or knocked down. All right, spiritual power, man, is on a whole nother level. And there's no end to spiritual power. It's unlimited. All right. It says, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High approved them and found them worthy for himself. And this is talking about the elect. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. And if you look at the movement of a spark, it's very quick. It moves. It doesn't just shoot straight up. It moves back and forth while, dissipating. But the speed of a spark is quick. All right, because we're going to be able to have the power. What is it? As hinds feet, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, hinds. Steve, that'll. 2 Samuel 22:34. It says, "He maketh my feet like hinds' feet." Hind is fat. Very fast. All right, and making my feet like hinds' feet. We're gonna. I know. There's another scripture where it talks about, running as an eagle, I believe, or being swift as an eagle. Right. This is spiritual power. Okay. Hold on. I feel like that was a precept, but I can't find it. Damn. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find the precept right now, man. There was, David spoke about we weren't going to tire, Here we go. Isaiah 40:31. It says, "But they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. And they shall walk and not faint," because we're going to have spiritual power. All right? Again, these bodies can only do so much by themselves, man. At that, they can't do shit. I'll just say that. They can't do shit. But with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai giving us, all right, that strength, because we know that we do all things to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They're the ones that are giving us the strength, man. They're the ones that are providing us the endurance, the stamina, all right, the ability to keep on going, all right. But there's a whole nother level of endurance and exhibition of power that can be shown from a man, but that's only through the spirit, man. That's only through spiritual power, okay. The superhuman strength, okay? Superhuman endurance, all right? And it's going to be given to us, all right? So, let me see. Let's see. Deuteronomy 32. No. Let me just pull it up on Google. This is Isaiah 30:17. It says, 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one. Why? Again, there is no way in hell, and I'll even say that there's definitely no way in hell I can take down 1,000 men by myself. I got a messed up wrist, a messed up ankle, a messed up back. So how is this possible? See, you gotta break beyond the imagination of America, man. Oh well, he had an arsenal with him. You know, like what was that movie, Hancock? You know, they were bunkered down with 50 cals and miniguns, and no, man, this is spiritual power. Okay, at the rebuke of one, all right, a thousand fled, and I'm gonna read your scripture. I see that one too. I'm gonna read the same thing. It's basically the same thing, but it says 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one. At the rebuke of 5 shall ye flee. With 5 men, a whole city shall flee. It says till you be left as a beacon upon the top of a mountain, and so really, that's also. I know there's a precept. I can't remember exactly where. It says like, then shall they be known who are mine. I believe it's in Wisdom of Solomon. Then shall they be known, because it's going to be undeniable that a power is working with these certain individuals, the elect, when they're picking up a car and tossing it, 1,000 feet. Or when you see a human being running through a Walmart detention camp, and this whole thing, what was that in the movie Kung Fu Hustle, the Buddha palm? You're gonna definitely know. That's why it says till you be left as a beacon, as a sign, like, holy shit, bro, did you hear about this? Yeah, I heard it. That in the next town there was this guy, man. He was the bullets were bouncing off of him. He tore a guy in half. He grabbed the neck and squeezed, and he disintegrated. He threw this energy blast type of deal out. Yeah, man, we're gonna be a beacon. That's why 7 women are gonna cleave to that one man. They're gonna be looking for these men. Like, I gotta make it, because you women, man, you're gonna need protection. All right, you're gonna need protection. All right, and you better put out when you come to that elect man. Otherwise, he ain't gonna protect your ass. Ain't no free trips and free tickets in this one, man. Like Miklo said in Blood and Blood Out, I don't take no free tickets from no one. I don't take no free tickets on no one's train. And it may come off hard, to you women, man. It may come off harsh, but that's the reality of it, man. The scriptures talk about the other, you common folk, man. A lot of you men are gonna die, man. All right. It says that one man shall go into a city and desire to see another man, or shall be in the field and desire to see another man, and shall not see him, because they're gonna have died in the wars. All right, trying to protect themselves. All right, trying to flee. But the only ones that are going to persevere and endure and be through it all is the elect men. And they're going to be protecting you women. And like, that's why I said earlier, that's how part of the gathering of the elect is going to come, to happen, because these elect men, you're going to have a company with you. We've gone into videos about that. The men, women, and children, the wada, the elect, the ones with the spiritual power, are going to be protecting the other, the parts of the 1/3 if, you come into their path. All right. But like I said, with you women, man, for sure, that's how you're going to secure your ticket. Hey, that's why it says, let me be called by thy name. That's because you're going to lie with that man, and that's going to be him. Like, give me that kitty cat and I'll protect you. I can't say it any other simpler way, man. That's the truth. That's the reality of the truth, man. If y'all want to think that I'm bugged out, or that, how could you do that? What if it's her life? Her life. If you really love your life, you gonna show me some love, because you can't help me fight off this band of goons, of crackers. Sit your ass in the back, pleasure me when I need to be pleasured, and let me work when they come around. Let me destroy them. All right. 2 Ezra 16:73 says, then shall they be known, who? The elect, who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire, because we're going to be showing, again, unfathomable things, unimaginable things that in America you didn't think were possible. All right. Let's see. Leviticus 26:8, and 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight. Didn't the Lord, Apostle Gabar clarified this yesterday, or the day before yesterday? But one angel, all right, the angels, the actual angels, you know, they have the power. Just one angel has a power of 10,000 sons. You know, that's what he said in his lesson with the spiritual power with Yahweh Shai. All right. So, you know, it says that, you know, 5, 100. That's just, you know, just to show it's more than just one elect. The Lord has an actual number. Okay. He's got 144,000 of the governing body that is going to have spiritual power. All right. But with just one of us, just one elect, man, it could put y'all to flight, man. Could put a whole city to flight. All right. You're not going to be able to take the elect down, man. I mean, we do know that. I got to clarify this because you got some bug outs there teaching that none of the elect are going to die. Some of the elect are going to die. All right. But, you know, if an elect, when he gets that spiritual power, man, you're not going to be able to do anything towards him. All right. Salak, if that sounded a little choppy. Hey, Psalms 50 and 15, and call up, hold on. Yeah, Psalms 50 and 15, and call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. I mean, that's being delivered through the trouble. All right. There's going to be scenarios played out too in Jacob's trouble, you know, where it's going to come real close. All right. But somehow, just some way, you're going to get delivered. Maybe even without spiritual power. You know, not to say that you're not chosen still, but the Lord's going to, you know, in the nick of time, you know, scarcely being saved in situations. And you're going to glorify the Most High for it because, you know, your life should have been, you know, forfeit. All right. Hey, Micah 4:13 says, arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hooves brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will, let me see, I'll go ahead and get the rest of that. Micah 4:13. Hold on. Micah 4:13, it says, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth. God, and that's to the point, man. This is spiritual power, man. All right. There was one I wanted to get. All right, this is also, I believe, in Micah, if I'm not mistaken. Micah 5:8. In the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles, talking about these other nations, all right, the heathen, that the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who if he go through, both tread it down and tear it in pieces, and none can deliver. Another account of spiritual power that's going to be shown, man. It's going to be upon these heathen as well. Okay? So, you know, because we're going to have that upgrade, man. We're going to have that superhuman strength. All right? But going back, let's see. Back in Psalms 18. Now I might end it off here. It says, Psalms 18:34, it says, he teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms. Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation. In thy right hand hath holden me up, and thy gentleness hath made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me. There you go. The enlargement. That's a good way a perfect way to say it, man. All right. You know, I said the upgrade and all that. The enlargement. All right. The spiritual power is going to exponentially increase your ability, man. All right. It says, and don't forget this too, man. Spiritual power is knowledge. Okay. It's knowledge. We don't have the ability to tap into that right now, man. Our cerebral capacity has been, you know, down to like 10%. All right. But the Lord's going to give you that knowledge. All right. A brother did a video about how the Spirit's going to teach us how to fly. All right. That's knowledge. Okay. It says, thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my feet did not slip. I have pursued mine enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn again till they were consumed. So, hey, David was able to go and go and go until he was done. Until he was done laying out his enemies, man. It says, I have wounded them that they were not able to rise. They are fallen under my feet. For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued under me those that rose up against me. Thou hast also given me the neck of mine enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. It says, they cried, but there was none to save them, even unto the Lord, but he answered them not. See, Esau's coming, man. You know, you could say he's coming to cheat, right? You know, but hold on. There you go. You know, he's coming in a cheating way. You know, he's coming like a coward. He's coming when you least expect it. He ain't coming with no terms of, you know, usually when you had war, you had, you know, the terms on how you fight, or how you would, you know, let there be a certain way or something. But in this war, man, Esau's coming in a you know, all is fair and game. You know, so hey, you wanna come out with your best. Well, the Lord's gonna bring out His best, and He's gonna enlarge the steps and the presence of the elect. He's gonna give us that strength. All right, it's gonna be through spiritual power, man. Heat vision, yep, heat vision, man. Look, man, watch movies, watch the sci-fi and the superhuman movies, man. I'm not talking about Batman. Batman ain't got no damn superpowers. He's just filthy rich. All right, that's actually Esau's idea of extra strength, you know. But like the heat vision, blowing, you know, air and it freeze, and you know, traveling, you know, flying fast as fuck, and then punching the dude, and he just fly, you know, 100 miles away, you know, flying around the earth, you know, in 6 seconds. That shit is gonna be possible, man. To be able to teleport is gonna definitely be possible. I ain't gonna lie, I personally pray for that, man. I pray that I have the ability to teleport to certain areas when all this shit goes down, man. Just to, you know, I got my own meditation, man. So Jeremiah 32:17 says, Ah, Lord Yahweh, I behold, thou hast made the heaven and the earth by the great power and stretched out arm, and there is nothing too hard for thee. So it ain't gonna be hard at all to give just a little taste, you know, of what we're gonna experience in the kingdom. Because in the kingdom, spiritual power is gonna be like breathing to us. Okay? So, hey, great things to come, man. You know, pray that you be protected by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Pray that He, you know, allow you to have, you know, privilege to, you know, taste that power, man. But we're going to be protected, man. All right? And the Lord's going to do it. There's another one where it said that I shall put your enemies to flight, and it should be I that fight for you. Really, it's Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you know, fighting through us to get us out of these scenarios that are coming. But we're going to be able to feel and see how it, you know, happens. So, hey, man, good times are coming, man. Spiritual power is coming. All right. So, you know, Lord willing, that lesson is edifying. You know, Salaki for the choppiness in the beginning. As always, man, I always strive to make this edifying and encouraging, man. Hey, don't always persevere and endure, man. All right, because this is what we got coming to us if you endure. But with that, when I give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which rule well. Peace and much love, honors and blessings to the elect of Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushai, which do hold the conduct, composure, and integrity. With that, I want to say Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushai, Barakatham, Kwame Sha'ala, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom.